Hello, everyone, and welcome to Time for Anything, a podcast about anything. I'm Phil.
I'm James.
And I'm Derek.
And today we kind of just wanted to talk about what we are, what we talk about, and why we do it.
I think for me, doing this podcast gives me an opportunity to better understand myself through the world around me with some great friends. I think it's a unique opportunity in life that when we were hanging out during quarantine and we started talking about it, it just kind of made sense. And I'm glad that we went with it, and I'm glad that we can share our growth to people, and hopefully they can share their growth to us. And we can create a platform where people become their best selves.
I think that's a lot about what it is growing both as individuals, growing as, part of one collective with the podcast. And also, at least for me, I want to hear from the audience and know that we're not the only ones that think the way that we do, or that have conversations like this, or the conversations that we have, and actually, want to grow themselves and expand their mind.
This is one thing that actually kind of made me laugh is I was with some family members and someone that's related to me through relationships said, well, don't you have to be some sort of pretentious to make a podcast? And I kind of laughed because I thought, well, yeah, and I mean, in a way, you think that your opinion means something and that what you have to say is important. But I don't necessarily think it goes that far. I mean, it does to a degree, obviously, but I think it's more of like James said, we want to have people talk to us and give us things that they want to hear us talk about. And based on what we say on our website, timeforanything.com, it's this idea of we just want to talk about anything at all that interests us or interests you guys. And maybe sometimes we relate that back to philosophy or how life works or certain things that you struggle with, but it's all about just talking about anything and dissecting that and then giving us suggestions so we can talk about what you guys want to hear.
Right, and I was kind of even thinking getting feedback about the episodes that we have and maybe deciding that we should do another episode on the same topic where we go at it again and come from different angles and just dive deeper. I think that's another part of learning is realizing that you can't just look at the surface and say that you understand something. Like you have to
pick it apart.
Yeah, you have to pick it apart. You have to put it back together again even. Yeah, so I think something as simple as jellyfish, maybe on the first episode, could be pretty surface level, but someone says, hey, did you know this about jellyfish? Or did you know that kind of exposed the fact that we were debating doing an episode on jellyfish?
No, but
yes,
yeah,
but
I get what you're saying, though.
That's kind of what we think about, right?
It's because even as you learn about a topic, you start to realize that there are so many different levels to that thing. So just doing one episode on something doesn't mean we're done with it. We could always go back and look at it. I mean, especially because we age. So 3 months from now, we could say we want to revisit something and do it again.
Right. I mean, so much can happen within the course of us just doing an episode that we could decide to do it again. We could decide doing something that relates to it. I mean, that's really the point of anything, is that we are learning anything that you want, that we want to learn. It's anything.
I made a joke
and it's
about
fun for us.
A podcast on toe fungus, but I don't think I would it's a joke. Is doing a podcast on toe fungus, but that's kind of the extreme we push it to. Is I would talk about anything as long as there's something to talk about it.
Yeah, and of course it's not always like a history lesson. It's also a conversational piece too that we do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, certain topics we more so talk about than describe.
Yeah.
But that kind of comes with the territory of anything.
Yeah.
Yet again.
So if you guys want to either reach out to us, give us suggestions, or you're unsure of where exactly to find us, because maybe you stumbled upon us on Spotify or some other means, timeforanything.com. Timeforanything.com is our hub for everything. There might be articles posted every once in a while. We might add links to things that we watched that we talked about in that episode. That should be in the description. We also got some bloopers hidden in there. They're not very hidden, but if you find them, get a little treat.
They're pretty good.
They're pretty good. They're all right. They're pretty good. They're pretty funny. To us at least, because we were there. But yeah, I mean, if you don't know how to reach us, just timeforanything.com has the links to everything you need, and that's really the main hub. So,
The mothership.
the mothership.
Squee. And that is all I have to say.
Yeah.
Timeforanything.com. Follow us on Twitter and
Instagram and Reddit and
we have all the things. We have all the platforms.
we have all the platforms.
We
Except
have
for-
all
except
the
for
things that
Facebook.
I know all the things.
We
Except
don't
for
have a
Facebook.
Facebook.
We don't have a Facebook.
We don't have a Facebook. Hashtag boycott Facebook.
Facebook. But hey, thanks for listening.
They'll mine your data.
So does Google. So
That's everyone.
so does everything.
They're all doing it.
There's constant data mining.
They know you.
There's an episode, data mining.
Well, we
Ooh.
can cover it in privacy.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, folks.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.